What could you do to protect your pets if you're sick or injured? My product, Save My Pet ID tag, helps you ensure that your beloved pets are safe and well cared for, even when life isn't what you expect.
I say this, real men love cats. And we have a great one on our show today. He is a major cat dad influencer on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. And I love this. He partners with a real cool cat named Kurt. Please welcome to our show. I call him a perfect host, a perfect guest. His name is Abram Engel. Hey, Abram, meow. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So I understand that you are teaming up with Felix Cat Insurance. They're coming out with some cool hoodies for cat daddies, and they're bringing out CDE. What the heck is that?
Cat Dad Energy.
All right. I've heard of CBD. I've never heard of CDE, right?
Yeah, no, CDE, it's new. It's new. Cat Dad Energy.
So why do you think guys would like hoodies with a cat on it? What's the deal? Well, men. We're talking real men love cats. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the hoodie with the pouch, for the cat to
the cat can slide in?
Yeah, like a kangaroo pouch. So it's a nice, the cat's comfortable, chilling. You feel close to them. And then it's just awesome. It really is. I have had one before, like the furry ones. Those like super furry ones for the winter? It's like a not so heavy duty one of those. And yeah, pretty exciting.
Well, what I understand is the company, Felix Cat Insurance, they want to give back.
Yes.
And so 100%, right, of all the hoodie
100.
proceeds, I think it's cost about $50. You're going to get donated to the Nashville Humane Association? What?
Yes.
Nice. Tell us about that.
That is a local, they let me pick like something that I am tied into. And so that is a local humane association that I have worked with a lot. I actually did a mutt gala with them this year, which was
say it again. What?
A mutt gala.
Okay.
It was like a dog walk. And so I participated in that, and I've done some charity work with them. So I was super excited when they said that, because I was like, yes, let's do it with Nashville Humane Association. And they worked it out. So 100% of the proceeds are going to them. That
is really nice. So do you have some tips that you could offer people that are thinking about starting a TikTok, Instagram, Facebook? Humbly, I'm finally monetized. Woo, woo, woo.
There we go.
I have almost 800 videos on YouTube. I got TikTok and Instagram, but I'm late to the party.
Yeah.
But I love it because when you were in school, I wrote 27 pet books, which who cares about pet books now? They want the videos.
Yeah.
So you can reach anybody at any age. So do you have a few tips that you can help people? They're just, you got a cool side guy, Kurt, the cat.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about maybe a few tips starting out, or where you went for help.
So back then, when I first started TikTok, the algorithm was a little different. It was a lot you just had to get people's attention, really, basically.
Yeah.
That was very important. So first, and that still is today, the first thing I would say is always make it something that you would watch yourself, because a lot of times people get in a groove of they'll just make something to say they made it, and then it's not even something they're interested in. So make sure it's good just to you, because if it's just good to you at first, then some other people will also share that insight.
That's a good tip. I like that.
So,
okay.
That, and then this one's typical, but consistency. That is absolutely massive. When I started YouTube, I didn't grow at all for a year and a half, and I just kept doing it and kept doing it. And that's when it consistency is just huge on platforms like that.
Just keep posting, keep posting.
That, YouTube, especially, that's what I would say for YouTube is just keep posting, because it's gonna.
How many times a week? Are you doing it 7 times a day? Are you doing it 7 times a week? What's a good?
Back when I first started, I was doing twice a day, and now I just do 1 time a day for shorts. That's for YouTube Shorts. For long form, I'm once or twice a week. I'm trying to do more long form. I'm still trying to figure out that myself. Long form content's hard. That's
what the show's going to be on, my YouTube channel. So you are going to raise your right paw and say, I promise Arden to subscribe to your show.
Yes,
right?
I do.
Okay, you raised your right paw.
I got you.
Cool. All right, because I'm going to subscribe to yours. Hey, everyone. We're speaking with Abram Engel. We're going to dive in a little bit because he's got the secret weapon that purrs, and that is a beautiful bud named Kurt. And we're going to talk more about his role, his life, and why real men love cats after we take this break. You all know the drill. We got to sit, purr. We'll be right back.
Hey, have you heard? Four-Legged Life has a new digital newsletter. Here, let me show you how you get yourself subscribed. So you just type in Four-Legged Life, and that'll take you to the website. There we go. And this magic thing just appears, and you type in your email address. I'll use, let's see, how about coolestdogever@gmail.com. That's me. And then you just click on this thing here. There you go. It's the new digital newsletter from Four-Legged Life. Get subscribed today.
I am getting schooled in a great way with a young genius by the name of Abram Engel. He's out of Nashville now. And for those that can see this on YouTube, he's dedicated his probably entire apartment to a four-legged bro. There's a bromance going, and the bro is named Kurt. I understand you have what is called half birthday anniversaries. Did I do my homework?
Yes. Wow. That's crazy. That's a deep cut. That's
April 25th. And what's the other one?
October 25th.
All right. Tell people. I've never heard that saying. So tell us what that is.
So we share a half birthday. Basically, our birthdays are exactly 6 months apart. So like when it's his birthday, it's 6 months. It's exactly 6 months away from my birthday, and then vice versa.
Okay.
So, and obviously his birthday is a guesstimate. I don't know exactly what birthday he's on, but I did not do that on purpose because I didn't even realize we had half birthdays until last year. So,
well, I think how did you and Kurt get together? Were you getting a latte somewhere? I mean, were you singing a cat song and he showed up? What happened?
So it is a long story, but I'll make it shortened. He came originally from a street fair where they were just handing out kittens, and they weren't really, I guess they weren't really paying attention to who they were giving them to, because Kurt ended up in one of my friend's little sister's hands, who didn't even ask her parents if she could have a cat. And so they were like, once she brought it home, they were like, no, you cannot have this cat. Like, we need to get rid of it. And they could not find a home for it. And so I asked my mom, I was like, can I please take this cat? And she said no. And I was like, okay. And so I went over to my friend's house and I was like, I can't, because like they were gonna, like they did not want the kitten at all.
Yeah,
and so
sad.
It was basically like, either I take it or there's no telling what's going to happen to this kitten. So I just took it home. And when my mom got home, I was like, I did something and I'm sorry, but
hey mom, I didn't smoke a joint. I actually just brought home a cat.
Yeah, I brought home a kitten. So I call Kurt a street cat because he originally came from a street fair and he was probably going to end up on the streets if I didn't take him. So it was a wild, confusing story, but yeah, it was destiny. He ended up with me. So it was awesome.
What's he like? What's his personality? What do you dig about Kurt?
I mean, I guess this is kind of a selfish thing that I like, but he definitely chose me as his human. And so like, he's not mean to other people, but he definitely is not he won't
Selective
just walk up.
Friendship.
Yes.
Yeah.
He will not just walk up to you and let you hold him, basically, which just makes his personality very unique, because he's not mean. He won't ever like just straight up bite you, but like, he's just, I am his person. Like only I am going to be able to do that, which I think came from him being a COVID kitten, and he was just with me for that long.
That's right. There's that COVID again. Yeah.
I think that's what correlated. That was, he was just with me for like 2 years. So,
I'm so glad you didn't name him COVID. Thank you.
Yeah.
Corona.
Yeah. No, yeah, I didn't. I did not do that.
My God. So I understand you had him dance to Don Tolliver's No Idea. And you, according to my research, you got 4 million likes. What happened on that video?
That was actually the first video that blew up of Kurt. So this is an interesting story. Me and my friend were on a race to see who
I love it. You start like this. All right, sit back. We got a story. Go for it.
All right, so me and my friend were in a race to see who could get to 10,000 followers first on TikTok. Because like it was a little easier to get followers back then. Like it was not, the value of a follower was not as big as it is now. Yeah. But we were just messing around, and I had just got like Kurt like a week ago. And I was like, I always see dancing on my For You page. I always see like kittens and cats on my For You page, which was probably my fault because I just like videos of cats all the time. So I was like,
there are no apologies needed. You're on a pet show.
Exactly. So I was like, I'm just going to combine the two. I'm going to dance with him, see what happens. And so I danced with him. He was like, I mean,
does he got some moves? Does he got moves?
Oh yeah, he does. And he does not, I don't know why. He just does not care what I do. I can pick him up and just wiggle him around. He does not care. So I posted that and went to sleep. And the next day I was exempt from my exams. So I didn't wake up till later, and my phone was blowing up with my friends texting me like, dude, go look at your video.
Oh, that has to be exciting. I mean,
so I went and looked at it, and it had like millions of views. And by the end of that day, I was trying to get to 10,000. And by the end of that day, I had 100,000 followers off that.
So how did you celebrate?
I went to the gym with my friend. I didn't really do
I lifted weights.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I mean, it was right before Christmas. So, I mean, that was before, like, I'd never envisioned, that was before social media became, I was like, oh, I could do social media. That was just doing it for fun, which it's still fun to this day. That's what makes it amazing and a blessing. But that was, it was a very interesting story how that happened.
And why do you like that No Idea song? What's it about?
It was just a trend at the time. It was just it was a song that everybody was dancing to at the time. So I just did it.
So, all right. You talked at the very beginning that, you know, do videos, do posts. That is something that you enjoy. Obviously, what is it about cats? I love it. My brother loves cats. And I say at the top of the hour, real men love cats. What is it about cats that you really enjoy? What is it?
I would say, I guess it goes to their personality. They're very much like, you're never going to meet a cat that's just like another cat. Like, they are always so much their own personality, and they're like independent. So it's kind of like having more of a friend and a roommate than a pet. Cause I mean, they're just, they're chilling, they're doing their own thing. And then they're so interactive with how they just react to everything. I mean, Kurt will walk around the house and like he hears one squeak on the other side and he's running to go see what that was. I don't know. It's very, I know that's probably a weird answer, but I just think
it's where it come from the heart, man.
Yeah. I just think their personalities, it's super cool. They're very unique animals in of themselves. And just all like the stereotypes of them are so funny because they're true. How like they can live without you. Honestly, they don't really need you. And it's just kind of funny. So,
well, can I share? I'm a pet behaviorist, and we say that dogs put the D in drool, the O in obey, the G in goofy, and the S in seconds, please. But cats, they put the C in candid, the A in attitude, the T in tenacious, and you're going to love this one, the S in so what? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's perfect. I should have just said that. If I knew that, I would have said that.
You can use it. You can use it. It's an Arden original. You can use it. But I think it's kind of cool to have somebody that's not needy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I love dogs too. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I'm an animal. I love animals in general.
Oh, you already went to the Mutt Gala. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
So speaking of that, isn't there some big celebration coming up in your personal life involving somebody named Hagen?
Yes, I'm getting married in June, same month as Father's Day.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
So is Kurt going to have any role in the wedding? He's not going to give the vows, I hope, right?
Yeah, no, he's not. He's also, a lot of people are at like saying like, oh, he's got to be your best man. He's got to be your best man, which I do have a brother who is a human. So I don't think.
I'm a real mother? Okay.
Yeah, right. I don't know how he would feel if I picked Kurt over him, but he's not the best man. But
that would blow up social media.
Oh, yeah, I know. We will be getting content with him. I have like a little window where we're going to get like pictures with him, but it is going to be in June, and outside it's going to be extremely hot. So he's not going to be out there for the reception just because He doesn't need to be. That would not be the best.
Right.
But
right.
he will be. There will be content of him on wedding day. So.
And how does Hagen like Kurt?
Oh, Hagen loves him. Hagen is a big cat person herself. So she grew up, her family, they have like 5 or 6 cats. So she loves it. Now, Kurt is a little selective with her. I think he's a little jealous that she gets attention when she comes over here. So that's
but he's a cat. He'll never tell you that.
No. Yeah.
It's okay, bro. Yeah, you can put your arm around her, but I'm your main.
Yeah.
Squeeze.
So it's going to be funny. I've already made videos on it before. They bond and all that. And he lets her touch him when it's on his accord. But if if he's not feeling it, he's not feeling it. So
that's all right. But I don't know where he got these stats. Your people sent me these stats, maybe from Felix Cat Insurance. They said over the last 4 years, I did not realize this, 27% of men have adopted cats. But only 18% of women. Well, you guys are slow to the party, but dudes, more men are getting cats, right?
It's crazy. It's taken over the crazy cat lady stereotype. It's
cat daddies. Cat daddies,
crazy
right?
Cat dad. Yeah,
I know a few cat daddies. Nathan, Ken, and Sterling Trap King Davis. Have you ever met those guys? They're kind of big in social media too.
No, I haven't.
They're like 20 years older than you, man.
Yeah.
So you're the next generation. So people in their 20s. So where do you see yourself with Kurt a year from now, 5 years from now, in the terms of social media?
So I definitely want to branch to like helping other cats in general, like more stuff with the Humane Society and cat cafes.
Nice. Cafes are pretty fun now. They're getting better.
I love cat cafes. That would also be a dream of mine to open one day. That would be.
It could be a reality. Come on, Abram, you got that
for sure. That. I don't know in 5 years time, but I do want to open one day. I guess in 5 years, definitely more YouTube long form stuff, helping out other cats. There he goes.
I see him. He's gonna climb. Yeah.
Also I'm working. This is still secretive, but
don't worry. We only have like hundreds of thousands and watching and listening, but that's okay. That's just between all of us. Go ahead.
It's working on a company right now. We've been working on it for the past like 10 months. So I'm super excited to launch that.
When things get going and you open a cat cafe or this launches, let us know. We'll have you back on too.
Sweet.
Does that sound good?
It sounds awesome.
I see that you had people ask questions to you about your cat, and it was kind of funny. I was listening to one of your videos. So people ask you the weirdest things about Kurt, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Can you share a few that you're like, what?
I mean, they always ask me if he's going to get married. So that's always, I don't really know how to respond to that.
Good, don't.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, there's always some crazy ones. Like, ask me if he's going to get married. Ask me if he can drive.
Maybe they've been getting into the catnip a little too much before they hit the
sounds
button.
like it. It really does.
So how do you keep engaged your audience? Because you can't write to everybody. Do you have any tips on that where you're being polite, you're showing them that you appreciate them? You're kind of like the Caitlin Clark of cat men, so she can't answer every social media post after she sinks a 3-pointer. So what kind of tips can you give people? You want to stay connected, but you also need to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I try to just, when I post, I'll stay on for like the next hour responding to some comments and stuff.
Okay,
and then,
that's a good tip. Yeah,
responding to comments, and then like, I think it's obvious there's no way I'm going to respond to every single comment because that would just be a little wild. And like you said, I do need sleep, but responding to some comments. And then I also do like Instagram, like polls. Then I have my Instagram broadcast channel just to do more personal stuff to where like it's connecting with the audience to let them know, like, look, we're all in, this is, the attention's on Kurt. The attention's on Kurt. It's all about Kurt. I'm just his, I guess, I don't even know what you would call me in the social media where his dad, but like, I feel like I'm his, what would you call it? Bodyguard in a sense, really. Just
well, you're his bro, man. You're his bro. It's okay. Have you ever, or will you ever see Garfield the movie? It's got Chris Pratt in it.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I am going to see that. I am. I have not seen it yet, but I will.
Did you ever read Garfield, the cartoon, or
No, the TV show. I watched some
Okay.
of the TV show. I did.
Okay.
I never read it though.
So is there some about orange tabbies you really like, or you just happen to have Kurt?
No, I happen to have Kurt. I do love them now. They're like their specific personalities. It's funny once you like have a certain cat, you know their different personalities they have. And yeah, orange cats, people always say Kurt is like the only orange cat with a brain cell. So I think that's funny. They always
Wait a minute. I have an orange tabby, Casey. Wait a minute. He goes.
he also has a brain cell, I'm sure
He
of
goes,
it.
dude, look at me, man. I'm
Exactly.
already going to go out for kitty cocktails with Kurt after the show.
Yeah.
Does Kurt have a middle name?
No, that's also a question people ask. He does not have a middle name.
Does he have
doesn't.
a nickname?
I mean, I call him a lot of stuff. Curious Kurt, Curticus, Curdy Wordy. Whatever comes to my head, I'll call him random stuff, really.
All right. Well, we're so glad that you could be on our show, Abram. I will be one of the first to come to your cat cafe when you open it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And by the way, I'm actually a licensed bartender. I have created 50 cocktails, kitty cocktails for people.
Hey,
So if you ever need any kitty cocktails, let me know.
sweet. I will hit you up.
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life.
Four-Legged Life.
Make sure to subscribe so you're up to date with all of our Four-Legged Life content.